Congrats, Mr. Olsen. There's your loan.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Today, a lot of people are trying to start their own business, but it requires capital. So today we're going to talk about 6 major ways on how you can get the capital that you need to start that business of your dreams. In 1998, I had my heart set on acquiring my first brick and mortar type business, but I didn't have $33,000 lying around to do that. And that was, back then, that was a lot of money to me. So I had to go out and find the capital, and I found one particular way that helped me to find that capital. But today we're going to review 6 major ways on how you can find the capital to start your own business. There's lots of different ways to do it, but these 6 ways are generally the most popular and easiest to do. So when you're setting up your business or acquiring a franchise, you're going to need to know how much money you need to start it. And then you need to have a little bit extra on top of that for a contingency, because it always takes a little bit more than we expect. So the first step in looking at your capital and your business is figuring out what you need. How much overhead are you going to have for the first few months? What's your equipment cost? Is there any equipment? Is there any training costs? The whole list of things goes on and on. That's, of course, why a franchise is valuable, because it lists it all out for you and you'll know exactly what your startup costs. In 2006, data from Wells Fargo Bank found that the average amount of capital needed to start a business was only $10,000. But it's been my experience in starting businesses, I've started it with basically nothing. I've started and created an $8 million per year business with only $500. But then there's other businesses that take tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. When I've been watching Shark Tank, like many of you probably have, and the sharks are asking the presenter how much money have they invested in their business. Most of the time, that answer is 6 figures and above. So it's going to take some effort and some analysis to really figure out what you need. Okay, the first way that we recommend in starting your own business and getting the capital is using your own retirement account. It's your money. Someone else is managing that money for you, and they're putting it into stocks and they're putting it into whatever. You might as well take that money out and manage it yourself. And there's ways to do that penalty-free, and a lot of people don't know that, but you can use it, your money, to invest into your own business, especially like a franchise type business. And there's a smooth and sequential process that we can help you with to take that money and use that for your own efforts. Why let someone else manage your money? Why don't you take your money and manage it and explode it and accelerate your growth even faster? Okay, the second way is to raise some capital. There's a lot of money out there. There's a lot of people looking to put their money into an investment that will return them back some good returns on their investment. So this involves putting together a simple business plan. And in that business plan, you're looking at the projections that business will do, and how it's going to turn out, who the management team is, and how that works. It just so happens that franchises are much easier to put something like that together because there's a proven system, there's management already in place, and it allows you to raise capital on something that's already proven. Okay, number 3 is getting some credit advance, and that could be on your credit card, it could be an advance through your bank, or even a loan company that allows you to give you an advance on your signature. But these credit advances, especially on credit cards, can be dangerous. So you kind of have to watch that, because unless you know you can get a really good return, you're going to end up paying interest. You're going to end up paying back that loan money with higher interest. So you have to be kind of watch that. But it's also a great way to just kind of get things started so that you can get your business in the cash flow to be able to pay it back. And in fact, I had some associates many years ago that actually got cash advances on their credit cards, and they put those together and were able to have the initial seed capital to start an airline. So there's no limit what you can do with cash advance. So it's good to have some credit cards and those types of things on the side, so that if you do need capital, that's a good source to go to in some cases. Okay. Number 4 is to get a cosigner. In some cases, maybe your credit isn't quite good enough, or maybe you haven't established enough credit yet. And so that's where a good cosigner comes in. A cosigner is someone who believes in you and can believe in the business. And usually they're involved with the step-by-step process to qualify for the business or for the franchise to acquire that. A cosigner can be very, very helpful to get their name on that document so that you can move forward with your business. And it's just a matter of sometimes going through several people to get to that one. But there's usually always someone that's willing to invest in you and sign their name alongside of you because they believe in you and you have a good plan and there's a system in place and it allows you to succeed in a big way. Cosigner is usually sometimes a good way to go. Number 5 is using the cash value in your life insurance policy. And I really like this program because as you're paying your premiums to build up your life insurance policy, if you do it right, and there's sources that we can direct you to go and do it right, is you're building that cash value and you're building that cash in there that you can take out in a loan on your own terms and pay it back on your own terms if you even want to pay it back. And it allows the policy to continue to build and build the cash value at higher rates while you're taking and loaning yourself the money at lower rates. So if you haven't started a cash value life insurance policy yet, I suggest get started now, because as that starts to build, you never know when you're going to need that capital. In fact, I just started a business recently. I decided, you know what? I'm going to go to my cash value life insurance policy. It's my own bank. It's my own money. It's my own thing. I'm going to pull the money out of my own bank, loan it to myself, build my business, and then pay it back from the proceeds that I generated from my business, and it works beautifully. Okay, number 6 is the HELOC, or the home equity line of credit. This is huge. There's a lot of equity in homes going up, and it's just sitting there. It could be used for great value in returning back a high return on your business if you invest it properly in a good business. In fact, Walt Disney mortgaged his home to fund the creation of Snow White, which brought him enormous success. So today, you can get a home equity line of credit to use your house as collateral to get a loan for your business. That's even better because that equity is just sitting there in your home. You might as well use it on something that's going to return you back even a higher return and multiply those returns significantly higher by using the equity in your home. So in the beginning, if you remember, I needed to find $33,000 to be able to acquire that brick and mortar store that was kind of my dream to do that. So I looked around at different sources, and the way that I found my capital was the equity of my home. And so I went and got the HELOC, was able to sign the papers. In 10 days, I had access to my money. I was able to go buy the business, and I was a happy man being in the business for myself. And my home still continued to increase in value, and I still had equity in my home, but I also now had a business as well. So as you can see, these 6 ways are awesome ways to fund your business. Now, some of you may be a little more risk tolerant than others, so you want to make sure you follow a professional and get some guidance on some of these before you invest. There's lots of different ways to fund your business, lots more than we've talked about today. So if you need some help in finding that right source to fund your business, we can help you. My experts can help you find that right system, that right program that will fit best for you. So click below and we'll take you through several different ways on how you can come up with the capital to fund your business. Thank you for watching today. I hope you've received some great benefit from what we've shared with you today. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you can receive future notifications. And then check out the next video with more great information for you.